Anna, something wrong is going on at the oil rig.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm supposed to be on my shift right now, but it's not happening.
Could you be more exact?
I haven't seen a single person on the rig since I woke up in the morning, and the whole place is basically empty.
Has that ever happened before?
No, never ever.
There might have been an accident or evacuation.
Then why am I not announced that? I was recently promoted to a rank to which everything must be reported.
Are you sure you have just missed out a routine evacuation training or something?
These are usually announced the day before and they last just an hour, but it's been 4 hours without anyone around.
All right, did you go and check everywhere?
Let me tell you everything that happened. I woke up like usual and I could immediately sense something was off, just by the silence, which is unusual. I made a coffee like usual, walked out on the deck, did my regular checks, but no one answered the morning radio check, which was weird, so I headed to the mess hall.
Don't tell me it was empty.
It was empty, but that wasn't the weirdest out of all, but the fact that all of the tables were full of cups with teas or coffees and a lot of the plates were half full.
So someone was there that morning, right?
I'm sure about that because most of the teas and coffees were still warm, or at least that's what I sensed.
And you found no one at all?
I went into the kitchen for the first time ever, and it was the weirdest thing ever.
How so?
I went inside and everything was steaming, boiling, and it was super hot.
What do you mean?
Well, all of the fryers with bubbling oil, grills, stoves were running for who knows how much time without being stopped, so I had to run and turn off all of them, which was harder than I thought considering I can't even fry an egg.
What was the scene like?
I had to wait to air out the place, but after that it was a mess. Everything was greasy, the bacon strips were dark crisps, the bread was like charcoal, the eggs were like dark rubber, and everything else you can imagine.
All right, that really is crazy. Why would they leave everything like this if they knew there was a routine training or something?
I don't know, but it feels like everyone just ran out like nothing else matters.
There might have really been a real evacuation for an actual accident.
Well, besides this, nothing else looked off on the rig, everything ready for exploitation.
Then what?
I started walking on the rig, calling out the names I knew without any answers. And then in that moment, I found out that something bad had actually happened.
Did you see someone?
No, but I saw that the lifeboats were missing, including the life jackets up to the last one.
Wait, isn't there supposed to be at least one life jacket for every worker?
Yes, but all of them were missing somehow.
All right, now that is actually very suspicious.
The only thing I can tell you is that there were 70 people on the rig with 100 life jackets, which I counted one by one.
Did you actually see anyone out in the sea?
Well, in the beginning it was still dark, so I couldn't. But now there is a thick fog and I can barely see beyond 40 feet away from the rig.
So what are you going to be doing now?
I will wait for the weather to brighten up and hopefully I will have more answers.
All right, just walk around. Maybe look into the other rooms for other people.
That is a great idea. I will...
What happened, Andrew? It's been a whole day and I haven't heard from you.
Where should I start from? Well, nothing makes sense. I checked every possible place, all the rooms, but there is no one anywhere.
You are the only one left?
Yes, it feels like something happened and everyone just left. But why didn't I hear anything or why wasn't I woken up?
Do you sleep alone in your room?
No, I do have a roommate, but he told me that he will be sleeping in a different room tonight, so he wasn't here all night.
Did he do that often?
No, that was the first time actually, and when I asked him what is he planning on doing, he looked a bit confused and said that he will see one of the staff females, and I was really surprised because he was always shy.
All right, that is also kind of weird. Did the weather clear out?
Yeah, during the day, the fog went away and the sun was shining brightly, but still I couldn't see anything around the waters, no lifeboats or any signs of life.
So what have you been doing all day?
Well, I tried sending radio signals for help, but I got no answers back, which has never happened for the whole day. I tried using the satellite phone, but it has no signal, and I don't know what else I can do at this point besides pray.
How are you texting me right now, though?
Even though the signal is super bad, I keep having one bar that lets me send messages still, but I can't receive or make calls.
All right, don't worry right now. I can feel that you will be all right. They must know that you are missing and eventually will send a crew to help you.
Are you sure?
Tell me, do you still have electricity?
No, I don't have any. I just have to sit in the dark and do nothing. I can't even power my phone, so I have to be careful how much I text.
Why don't you have electricity?
The generators that make the electricity were empty when I last checked them. The problem is that crude oil requires processing before it becomes usable fuel.
That might be the reason why you couldn't receive radio signals, right?
Maybe, but that would mean that the emergency communication systems wired into the massive banks of backup batteries were also drained before that.
Why would they do that?
I have no clue. The other problem is that right before leaving, someone triggered the emergency shutdown systems, which automatically sealed the valves at the seafloor to prevent blowouts and fires, cutting the source of new fuel.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, there most likely was some real accident that happened for this to be triggered.
So it can't be a joke?
Well, that would cost the oil oil rig company millions of dollars and it's not worth it.
That must have meant something really bad happened. Wow, I didn't know that.
I just can't imagine how I slept over all of this. No sirens, no nothing that could have woken me up.
No, there is no way you wouldn't have noticed. This feels off to me, almost like it was all a setup.
No one would ever do something like this no matter how much they hate me. And to my knowledge, I haven't slept with my boss's daughter, so...
There is no way they won't find out that you are missing from the crew list.
You should go and talk to someone to send help. You are the only person I have connection with, so please.
I will do my best.
Please, I won't survive long, eating those rubbery eggs with charcoal bread and burnt bacon.
Isn't there any food in the cold storage compartments?
Some, but it's already melting and it won't take long before it goes bad.
That's bad.
Please don't waste any more time.
Andrew, did someone come to rescue you? I called everyone I could, but none of them sounded confident at all.
Rescue me? I spent a couple days waiting for help, but nothing ever came at all. Even used the flare gun, but still no signs of life.
I'm sure that I gave them the right information of the oil rig you are on. I didn't betray you, trust me.
I know you did, but I will be safe and you don't have to worry anymore.
Why? Please don't tell me you are planning on doing something stupid.
Well, I already did it.
What have you done?
Well, a day ago is when I realized that no one was coming to save me at all, so I decided to rescue myself.
How did you do that?
Well, I prepared everything I needed for the long swim, took the most essential into my backpack, and just jumped into the water and started swimming towards the closest shore.
Andrew, are you kidding me right now? How did you manage to swim for this long?
Well, I just jumped and started swimming in a straight line. An hour passed by and I just kept on slowly swimming in the silence, and to be honest, it was very peaceful. The problem was that I should have decided to swim earlier because it started getting darker, and the moment the sun went down, it was pure darkness.
How did you know where you were going?
I wasn't very much thinking at all. It felt like I was in a flow state and was only focused on getting to the land, and it was all great until something ruined that flow state I was in.
What ruined it?
Well, it was a noise from the dark depths under me.
Noise from what?
Well, I pointed my flashlight down and it didn't go a long way, but I could see that something enormous was under there.
What did you do about it?
I couldn't do anything. All I did was just pray that it didn't come up because who knows what that thing might have been.
Did it eventually go away?
Well, for the rest of the night, I didn't see it moving exactly, though. I kept on hearing that same sound every couple minutes, and all of my limbs felt like they were constantly being touched.
That must have been terrifying, right?
It was, and I was exhausted by it, but I couldn't stop it. I couldn't enter that flow state again, so I was getting tired easier, needed to rest more, and was always on the edge.
What was it like resting in the middle of the ocean?
Well, there was the last time I remember resting, and I remember looking back to see if any lights were still coming off the rig. There were none, but I could almost swear to you that I saw a silhouette standing on the surface of the water about 30 feet away.
You serious?
At that point, I knew my brain was messing with me, so I just closed my eyes and said to myself that all of this is only in my head. So I went back into swimming with the idea of not stopping until I reached the shore. So nothing stopped me for long, and I went back into that state. But then out of nowhere, I heard a voice which was serious enough to stress me. So I froze up, dived for a second, and heard it again. Someone was saying, "Help me," and it sounded like he was drowning.
It was your mind once again, right?
I thought that too, but then as I was about to get back to swimming, something touched me from behind and I really freaked out.
Who was it?
I thought it was the person calling for help, but then I turned on the flashlight and I saw that it was just a life jacket floating.
No way.
Yes, and it looked like the ones we had stored on the oil rig.
Wait, what if someone really was drowning around you? It makes no sense for you to find this life jacket out there like this.
Well, that was the last time I ever heard something or saw any signs of life around before I reached the shore.
When did you reach it?
I reached it as the sun had just risen above the horizon and it was beautiful.
Do you need me?
Please, I can barely feel my legs.
Hey Andrew, do you want to talk about everything that happened the last couple days?
Talk about what? It's all clear to me.
Did you see that article about the accident on the oil rig you were on?
Which one of the many?
Well, all of them. But one thing that they all had in common was that they all said that all crew members were safely evacuated and accounted for.
Oh yeah, that is my favorite part. Why are these people lying?
I think that this can only happen if you were not officially on the crew list at all.
But I still had a contract and everything. What do you mean?
Well, it all might have been erased after for some reason, maybe before the evacuation happened. I think you should personally go and talk to the people responsible because there either is a huge mistake or someone needs to be punished for this.
Well, I did go to the office, but you would not believe what happened.
What?
Well, most of the people there had no idea who I was because I had never come to the office. But the big important faces behind all of this knew me very well the moment I saw them. And I can tell you that the moment they saw me, something wiped away from their faces.
Who were they?
It was my boss, and he at first acted like he didn't know who I was, but soon he just looked like a fool after he kept on denying, so he had to get serious.
What did you tell him?
Well, I wanted to know what was going on. Why was I not announced about the evacuation and why nobody came to save me?
Did he say it was a mistake?
No, he said that it was my fault for going against the emergency protocols.
What is that supposed to mean?
I had no idea. None of the things he said made sense.
Did you ask him why it wasn't announced you were missing from the crew list?
I did, but he said that they were just about to announce that, but after they just found me, there is no point of stressing out the public.
This is so ridiculous. What about the reports I did to the police? Why were none of them taken seriously? Why didn't they send help at all?
He actually told me that they sent a helicopter crew to check, but I just knew he was lying. No one for a second flew over me with any helicopter.
So they are just blatantly lying? I think you should take legal actions against them. What are they even thinking?
Well, I told him that, and he invited me to come to another room.
For what?
Well, it was a room, I don't know if I can even share this with you.
What is going on?
A room full of a bunch of high-end lawyers that never lost a single case. Explained to me why I should just be silent and forget.
Andrew, please don't tell me a couple of men in suits scared you.
It wasn't about how they looked, but what they knew about me. And they knew enough that even I knew I had no chance if it was presented in front of a judge. You can't fight these people. I wanted to at least know the truth, but they wouldn't even tell me that. Is it a mistake? Is it intentional? Have I done something to them?
What happened after?
They told me that they would leave me alone, so I had to sign a couple papers and they let me go.
What? What papers?
They didn't let me read them, just said if I don't want to stress about it, I should just sign.
You are making this up. What about your job?
They told me that I should be happy that I survived and I won't have to be around here. I just can't believe that my roommate Washington betrayed me like this.
Wait, his name was Washington?
I've always had his back, and him hiding this behind my back is unbelievable. Whatever, I have to leave now.
Wait, I think you want to hear this. The life jacket you found and left in my car after I came to pick you up has Washington embroidered on the front.
What? No way it does.